Here comes Hewy, gonna give you the news. Time to watch his animated movie reviews, where the hand-drawn CGI puppets will play. If you've got a good story, you'll be making his day. See you at the movies, cartoon movies. See you at the movies, hold on news. See you at the movies, like nobody's business. Hey, see you at the movies, animated movies that is.
Hey everyone, I'm Hewy Toonmore. Welcome to Hewy's Animated Movie Reviews, the show where I review animated films from old or recent, whether they be hand-drawn, stop-motion, or computer-generated. And today I have a very special guest reviewer joining me for this episode. So please, help me in welcoming the first-time reviewer and long-time comedian, the Media Grubber.
What? What? Who are you people? What are you doing in my room?
Dude, they're here for the review, remember?
Wait, review?
Yeah, man, don't you remember?
Oh, come on! Whoever you are, you know I have the memory capacity of a dried-up raisin.
Hold on.
Ow! Jeez! Dude! I was just kidding! I know about the review! Ow! Some people just can't take a joke.
Good, just making sure. Also, I understand that you brought 3 other guests as well.
Yes, how can I forget? Ladies and gentlemen, direct from the island of Sodor, our guests, Thomas, Percy, and the Lord of all fat jokes himself, Sir Topham Hatt!
Hey guys, glad you could join us.
Hey, glad to be here, Hewy.
Yeah, it's a real pleasure.
I had nothing else better to do with my life, so yeah, great to be here.
So, if you're all wondering since the Sodor gang is here, yes, today's review is train-themed.
Yes, indeed. For the movie we're looking at today truly is, in our minds at least, a childhood classic.
But in order to get acquainted with a movie, let's talk about the story it was based on. Probably the most famous railway story in the world. No offense, Thomas.
I'm used to it.
Wait, are you talking about what I think you're talking about?
Yup, The Little Engine That Could.
Contrary to popular belief, the first version of the story was published under the title Thinking One Can in 1906 in the Wellsprings for Young People, a Sunday school publication. But the version we're all familiar with was published as a children's book in 1954 written by author Watty Piper with illustrations by George and Doris Howman.
This classic children's book tells the story of a special train filled with toys that must be pulled over a mountain by the next day. Unfortunately, the engine that's pulling the train breaks down, and the toys try to ask for the help of the next engine that happens to pass by. One by one, 3 engines pass, but they all refuse for their own reasons. But when all hope seems lost, a small blue engine comes along and gladly accepts the job of taking the train over the mountain.
Hey, that kind of sounds like me. If I were still a credible icon today.
Now, the book itself is pretty famous on its own, and there have been some animated adaptations of the book that have been produced over the years.
The first adaptation was made with cutout animation as far back as 1963 for television, but only one scene of this version is known to still exist today.
I thought I could.
But the version we'll be looking at today is the most famous and a childhood classic.
Released to home video on November 22nd, 1990, the movie is The Little Engine That Could.
Now this episode is going to be a little different, as it'll be more of a comparison between the book and the film, since everyone knows the story already.
Ah, yes. Because even though the stories between the two are the same, there are some differences between the book and the film that make them stand out from each other, but yet they still hold up in their own way.
Let's start with the opening.
The movie begins with a young boy reading the story of the little engine, wishing that it would arrive in time for his birthday the next day. But his older sister scolds him for believing in such things.
A birthday train full of toys? I just can't believe you really believed that.
Sure I do. It'll come.
Don't hold your breath, because there's not going to be any little engines or birthday trains coming here.
Now, in the original book, this subplot is non-existent, but it does give a good introduction of what's to come for the rest of the movie. And even though the scene is pretty brief, it does let you have a chance to see what lies ahead through the eyes of a child, always believing and following one's dreams.
We then switch to a train station where the control tower starts off the morning by sounding his whistle, waking up the engines that are asleep in the roundhouse. There we are introduced to the title character, the little engine, who in this is named Tilly, voiced by veteran voice actress Kath Soucie, better known from her roles as Fifi LaFume from Tiny Toon Adventures, Phil and Lil DeVille from Rugrats, and as Princess Sally from Sonic SatAM.
Wake up, Chip. Get up, lazy bird. Leave me alone, Tilly. I couldn't sleep all night. Chip, have you been eating those green worms again? Yeah. Well, a little work will get you going.
Hey, look, Thomas! It's your long-lost sister!
Wait. I have a sister?
Actually, Percy, that's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah, I agree with Hewy on this. I mean, just look at her. Just from the first minute, you can tell she's determined to do her best at whatever work she's given.
Yeah, but unlike Thomas, she actually remains likable after a few years.
In the original book, the little engine had no occupation other than being just an engine. In the movie, she's given the occupation of switch engine and is made much smaller than the other locomotives she works with, a lot like Thomas. Plus, her design is true to the original book illustration with her face being on a smokestack. But whereas the original book illustration was kinda creepy in my opinion, her design for the movie is actually kinda cute, and only made cuter with the inclusion of Kath Sousie's vocal performance.
It is then we are introduced to the other engines, such as Farnsworth, or as I like to call him, Gordon's prissier cousin.
Refined engines such as I should never get up this early. It's bad for our chug.
Hey, it's Frank Welker!
Huh. I was wondering why he sounds like an even gayer version of Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Then there's Pete, a red engine with a smoking habit. And I mean that literally.
For Pete's sake, Pete, watch that smoke!
Yeah. Where to today, boss?
Hey, it's Peter Cullen!
Whoa! I didn't know Optimus Prime was in this movie! That kicks ass!
I thought you were made of sterner stuff.
We also have Tower, voiced by Neil Ross.
Stop squabbling! We can't waste a minute!
Wow, he's such a kind and gentle character.
There's also Georgia, voiced by Beverly Banfield.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, neither have I. Next!
And finally, we have Jebediah, the oldest and most run down of the engines who pulls the milk train, voiced by Frank Welker.
Yes, Frank Welker certainly is a man of many talents in this movie. Move aside, Mel Blanc. We might have another man of 1,000 voices on our hands.
But Tilly doesn't want to wake up Jebediah and instead tries to pull the milk train herself, but to no avail. Again, a lot like Thomas.
Hey, if we're gonna point out all the similarities between me and her, we'll be here all day.
Yeah, right. Sorry. So after her plan fails, Tilly notices that Tower assigns Georgia to take the special birthday train over the mountain to the town.
And the train is given a name, unlike the book.
Yeah, in the book it's just called... a train. How painfully generic.
In charge of the birthday train, like the book, is Rollo the Clown, voiced by...
Are you ready?
Raring to roll, Rolo.
Okay, Jeepers!
Frank, I love you, man.
Not only does he voice Jebediah, Farnsworth, and Rollo in this movie, but he also provides the voice for Jeepers the monkey, Perky the baby elephant, and even a bald eagle.
Hey, don't jump too far ahead, MG. We still have the other toys to introduce.
Yes, of course. How careless of me. The other toys on this train include a ballerina doll named Missy, also voiced by Kath Soucie, Sandy Pandy, played again by Neil Ross,
Grumpella, a grumpy toy bird played by B.J. Ward, and a stretching doll named Stretched, voiced by... nobody.
No, seriously. He doesn't say a damn thing in the entire movie. He's just there to have a crush on Missy.
Well, technically he does have one line, but overall he's pretty forgettable. Way to waste your talent, Scott Menville.
Anyway, we cut back to the brother and sister who are still arguing over the existence of the birthday train.
You and that dumb train.
It's not dumb.
It's worse than dumb. It's not even real.
It will come. I know it will. I know it will.
Well, that served absolutely no purpose.
To me, this just distracts from the story.
Speaking of which, as the birthday train heads on down the railroad toward the town just over the mountain, something goes haywire inside of Georgia, causing her smokestack to explode and forcing her to stop at a siding.
Ouch!
Thank God this is a kid's movie, or else, I don't know, something like that could have killed a lot of people. This points out another difference between the book and the movie. In the book, there was never a fully explained reason why the train stopped. But in the movie, there is actually a legitimate reason, seeing as the engine broke down due to a busted boiler.
Well, bust my boiler!
Don't even think about it.
Also in the book, it's never explained what happened to the broken down engine when the toys try to signal for a new one. In the movie, Georgia signals for help, alerting Tilly to contact the doctor engine to go out and help her.
So Georgia is taken back to the roundhouse, while the other toys try to flag down another engine to help them get over the mountain. The first engine they flag down is Farnsworth. Can I?
Fine.
Luckily, no one was hurt.
Okay. That's the last Thomas reference I'll make. Intentionally.
Our engine has broken down, and the boys and girls on the other side of the mountain won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us.
I pull you. I have just pulled a fine passenger train over the mountain. There I was, pulling smoothly, so fine people can enjoy the view, and so other fine people can sleep comfortably, and so other fine people in the dining car can eat. I pull the likes of you. Indeed.
Wow. He's just as bad as Spencer.
I heard that! Ah, zip it, you mallowed weeject!
Next, they try to flag down Pete.
Hey, what do you clowns want?
Well, our engine has broken down, and the good little boys and girls won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat, unless you are to be helping us, huh?
Only this morning I pulled a freight train with a very important printing press over the mountain. It'll print books and newspapers for grown-ups to read about important things. I am a very important engine, and I don't pull the likes of you. I do not. I won't pull you.
My faith in Prime has been shattered.
Died for my sins, my ass. Meanwhile, back at the station, Tilly asks Tower if she can pull the train, which results in probably one of the douchiest responses in kids' movie history.
Never. Nix. No way, no time, not now, not ever. No, no, no!
And of course, my own personal favorite of all time, man falling off of a cliff. No!
I hate him.
Yeah, I mean, geez, Tower, chill on the tood. I mean, what the hell is wrong with this guy? He just says no to her right out of the blue with no rhyme or reason, and doesn't even care if the birthday train will make it on time. This guy's a bit of a douchebag. Well, what do you expect from a guy who literally blows his nose at you?
You mean like Mike from Train Number 476's series?
Oi! I admit to only 2/3 of that statement!
So then Jebediah comes along, the toys ask him, and he says,
Why, I'd love to.
Yay!
Yep, I'd love to, but my just isn't what it used to be. And going over the mountain is too much for me these days. Sorry. Just can't do it. Just can't do it. Just can't do it. Just can't do it.
Finally! A reasonable answer to why he couldn't pull the train.
So after Jebediah returns to the roundhouse, Tilly sneaks by a sleeping Tower to go and help them out, which results in one of the most memorable highlights of the film.
Ah, yes, the famous chant from the book, spoken ever so beautifully by Cat Susie. Come on, everyone, let's help out. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can!
I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can!
I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
I think I can. I think I can.
Think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
I think that I can. I think I can. I think I can? No, wait, hang on. Do what? Okay, I think I can.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Quit arching our buzz, Ozzy!
When your feet are dragging on the ground, stand up and face whatever you're afraid of. When pandemonium is all around,
That's when you find out what it is you're made of.
if you will just believe it's true, then there is nothing you can't do. There's not a mountain that you can't climb. There's not a river you can make it over. There's no tomorrow that you can't find if you try. I know you're gonna make it. Nothing can stop you tonight.
Mark Mueller, we salute you, my good man.
Yeah, this really is an awesome song.
It's the kind of song that just inspires you to do your best in order to accomplish your goal.
Even though this is the only musical number in the movie, it really does leave an impression on you. It's like the children's version of a song about the American dream, promising possibilities of prosperity and success if you try hard enough. In fact, when you think about it, the story of the little engine that could really is a metaphor for the American dream. At least that's what most critics think about it.
Well, then, if that's what they think about that story, then what do they think about my stories?
Pop-Tarts?
It's not Pop-Tarts! Fun children tales that teach moral lessons.
Well, yeah, true, but as more seasons got produced,
Don't even bother. I already know my Lato season sucked.
Oh! No shit!
While the song may have been fun, the trip up the mountain isn't.
Indeed. In fact, is it just me? Or does the path over this mountain seem a little, death trappy? Jesus, the Big Thunder Mountain rides at Disneyland look more safe than this!
Oh yeah? Check out what they're greeted by next.
My god, it's Castle Ice Skull!
By the power of Ice Skull, I have the Frostbite!
In fact, this actually raises a question. If Tilly has to face all this danger going up this mountain, then how in the world did the other engines get by without so much as a single scratch?
You know what? He's right! All the other engines say they just came over the mountain before coming across the toys! So, with that said, how in the world did they get over this danger-filled mountain that's so life-threatening, let me guess?
I told you, it's magic,
bitch! Alright, fine, we get it!
Whoa.
Okay, I give props to the movie for trying to be edgy, but... Jesus, trying to kill someone off?
This was totally not in the book.
Anyway, we cut back to the little boy who wakes up out of bed during a storm and goes to his window, still waiting for the birthday train to arrive.
You know, I find it kind of ironic how during the scene with the boy, we see the book he's reading on the bed open to the page which describe the events that just happened. Now wasn't that a little surreal? He practically has the whole script of the movie in his possession, so why should he be concerned? He could just read ahead of the story and see that everything's gonna be okay.
Still, the next scene sure is depressing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta do this. What about Tilly?
Tilly will live.
And it turns out, that ain't too far from the truth, as she wakes up and pulls everyone out of the snowbank.
Hooray!
So Tilly pulls the birthday train down the mountain and into the town, where all the children gather to meet her, including the boy and his sister.
The little engine brought the birthday train! I knew she would! I thought I could. You did it, Tilly! Yes, I did it! And it was worth it!
And that was the little engine that could. My thoughts? Why didn't I see this when I was a kid? I would have loved it. But I am glad that I saw it now. And honestly, I think it's a lot better than the original book.
I'm with you there, Hewy. With this being one of my childhood favorites, it definitely scores better than the original source material. And as an adult, this movie still holds up.
Now let's move on to trivia time.
The movie was directed by Dave Edwards and co-produced by Mike Young. It was animated at Callado Animation in Wales and co-financed by Universal Studios through their MCA Universal Home Video arm and S4C, Wales' dedicated Welsh language channel. It was then later released on VHS by MCA.
In Wales, the film was joint released in both English and Welsh, under the title The Adventurous Little Engine, and was broadcast on television in both languages. As a native production, it was widely available in Wales on VHS, and thus achieved a degree of cult status during its time, though it never touched on the level of other iconic characters such as Fireman Sam and Super Ted, both of which featured production staff members who worked on the little engine that could.
Oh my god, I love Super Ted!
Super Ted? You mean the more credible version of Corduroy?
Ixnay on the Corduroy K!
Awkward!
Right. Let's move on to final thoughts.
Overall, The Little Engine That Could is a wonderful little movie. Even though it's only 30 minutes long, the story is so captivating that you won't even notice. The character designs are great, the animation is pretty good, and the voice acting is spectacular!
I agree. Kat Susie does a great job at capturing Tilly's determined personality, and even though it has some major differences from the book, the movie still stays true to the original story, while doing a good job of expanding the narrative into a larger story of self-discovery. It teaches kids a solid lesson to always believe in yourself and never give up, and unlike most children's films, it doesn't constantly shove the moral down your throat. It comes at a nice, steady pace. And as an adult, I still hold this movie near and dear to me, and I always enjoy watching it.
So together, we give this film a rating of 5 stars.
I mean, it's not like they would be making CGI, would they?
No! Keep it away! Keep it away!
Now that's evil.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
When will the animators learn?
Says the 27-year-old bearded man-child that does his reviews from Disneyland.
Shut up, Sir Topham Hat! You're worse than cancer!
Oh yeah? Well, I actually have cancer! I'm gonna pretend I didn't heal that.
Yeah, me too.
Awkward. Anyway, that's all for now. I'd like to thank the Media Grubber, Thomas, Percy, and Sir Topham Hat for joining me today.
Not a problem, Hewy. It's been a pleasure reviewing with you.
Likewise. Even though our cameos made no differences whatsoever, it was a fine pleasure to be a part of this.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. But, seriously, I have a sister? And if so, does he have a hot twin?
Oh, will you knock it off? Ugh. With that said, I'm the Media Grubber. I don't have a catchphrase, and if I did, I would never hear the end of it.
So be sure to join me for my next review. See you at the movies. Animated movies, that is.
There's not a